No greetings this time, just exhaustion.
Howdy.
We have finally slogged through the giant slog that this chapter has been, and now we are gonna get our reward at the end, darn it. A reward that doesn't involve janky stealth mechanics.
We're going to get an unsatisfying, overly easy boss fight, and then a whole bunch of awesome scenes.
As long as there's no more puzzles until the next chapter. I know it's not really that bad, but we were mortally offended by some of the jankiness. And the walk through the wall collectible, go die. Speaking of death, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I was about to say I'm the opinionator.
And I'm We Squared. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Let's just do it. No, really though, why would Nagisa be in there? But we know we're gonna have a boss fight. We're at the end!
Right?
Here we are. Our trump card is just behind this door. Our last hope.
We've come this far, but this is just too suspicious.
I'll say.
Kamaru, open the door. But be careful.
So, I'm the one who has to open the door.
Why can't the invincible person open doors?
It is a giant robot, isn't it?
Oh my god, is it really?
What the?
No, I can't cheer for that. I can't.
This is a Monokuma.
Why you troll me so? Why? Okay, I have some dignity. I have some pride. Don't give me a stupid royal giant Monokuma with an Audi the size of like a Toyota. I do not want this. Why do you make me have this? I will slay you all. I will now shut up and cry.
Yeah. Our trump card. The last hope for us adults.
You know, buddy, the way you're talking and kind of laughing there,
Why does it have to remind me of Kamoshida from Persona 5?
This Monokuma is the last hope?
It's the King Monokuma. It will emit a signal that will control all Monokumas.
It's not just an oversized Monokuma.
Actually, Billy, that sounds pretty plausible.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
It's a secret weapon that was built by Toa Group in case we ever needed to defend the city. If we use Big Bang Monokuma now, we can put up a fight and take back the city.
Big Bang Monokuma.
It's just as I thought. This is wrong. Why did Toa Group make such a thing?
Because somebody in Toa Group has the worst aesthetics ever.
And not only that, this whole factory. You were building Monokumas here? What's the meaning of this? Why are they being built in Toa's factory?
Yeah. Gonna answer that question, buddy?
Don't tell me. You better not turn out to be the mastermind or some bullshit like that.
Hey, come on. If I were behind it all, why would I make Monokuma break my arm?
I'm still not sure your arm is broken, buddy.
I know you want it to be a gun arm so bad.
I do. It would make him so much cooler.
You will be so vindicated if it's a gun arm.
I will.
Then you better start talking.
The Monokumas that are built here were supposed to be introduced to the world as maid robots.
Excuse me?
They were developed to assist daily life and also to help with dangerous labor tasks.
And we decided on the bright idea to make them resemble the icon that ended the world.
Well, what if the icon that ended the world started with a maid robot? I'm saying this came first.
Okay.
But those kids ended up taking over.
In what way would this giant thing be a maid exactly?
This one's special. Didn't I tell you? This was built to protect the town from danger.
Then why make it look like a Monokuma? If these things were supposed to be maid robots?
Don't blame me, I didn't pick the design. The one who developed them chose that on their own.
Which really probably should have been a warning sign, but you know.
Yeah, maybe this didn't come first, and actually that was the biggest red flag ever.
Don't blame me is a classic excuse for dodging responsibility. Typical.
He didn't have anything to do with it, though!
It is what it is. At the time these were being made, I wasn't even aware of it.
Wait! About the one who developed them.
What is it now?
I really do want to find out about the one who developed them.
Yeah, that's why something's interrupting. Here's Nagisa!
And here comes the cool robot, see?
What the hell happened?
Oh, yeah!
See, I told you, the cool robot. I mean, it doesn't need the skulls, but it's still pretty awesome.
Sage Robot Hannibal Z?
This is actually a pretty original design. I like the leg.
What is this?
Notice there's not a bunch of Monokuma kids here, so when he loses, he won't be dragged off by them.
Well, this is no prepared arena. He's been chasing us ever since Nagito, or whatever it is that he's doing.
Right.
That kid. He's the one who wanted to let us go, right?
Oh, jeez.
Found you, demons.
Okay, we need to blow up his robot, which is really a shame. It would really be better if we could keep his robot, but we're just not gonna be that lucky. We need to, like, slap him around a little bit, and then give him a giant hug, and then have Kotoko come in, and also give him a giant hug. Then we can save him, and then he will be miserable, perhaps, for the rest of his life, which he will have deserved. But we still need to save him.
Yeah.
He needs to be saved.
I can't believe it. Hiding something like this.
Let me guess. Did she tell you about this? If she can't control it, she wants you to destroy it?
Oh, by the way, guys, my little sister is actually the leader of the Warriors of Hope.
Doesn't it just obviously seem that that's what he's saying?
Right?
And has been?
Yeah!
Well, I won't let it happen. This is the hope we finally got for ourselves!
You want to crush our paradise with something like this. I won't let you.
He just doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe it anymore. He's questioned it too many times, but it doesn't matter because the only thing that's motivating him is fear of Monaca
And despair.
and that love of Monaca.
Yeah.
And yeah, despair. That's all he's got left at this point.
Everyone expects so much of the Warriors of Hope. And of me.
And if people expect things of me, it is my duty, my obligation, my driving force, my one and only true, honest desire to live up to those expectations. The only way I will ever have value is to live up to the expectations of others, the expectations that I hate, the expectations that I crave, the expectations that deny my freedom, the expectations that make me who I am.
Man.
To meet these expectations, I have to build paradise all by myself! So expect more of me! I'll work harder! I'll do it! Anything! Just please don't abandon me! Father, Mother, Big Sis Junko, Monaca! More! Expect more from me!
As I said.
Yeah.
As I said.
What's wrong with him? He's batshit crazy!
I really do hope that Kotoko shows up for him
I do too.
the way that he showed up for her.
How did he get like this?
I can do it. I can really do it. Because out of all of the Warriors of Hope, I'm the best at controlling these robots!
Yeah. All right.
Shit. This is bad.
Coco! This way!
Whether they're demons or not, anyone who gets in the way of paradise, I'll defeat each and every one of them! So please, give me high expectations! Expect more of me! More! Please expect the best from me! he's lost it.
You know, I do have high expectations of Nagisa. I expect that he will face the reality of everything that's happened and that he's been involved in, and that he will be able to overcome it. You can't have a higher expectation than that, right?
Yeah.
Let's get this done.
What do we do? Should we just run?
We don't have an arena to fight him in, and I don't think we have enough space, so we are kind of in trouble.
But Haiji said the big Monokuma is the last hope for everyone back at the base. If we run now, that Monokuma's gonna be destroyed, right? The last hope for the adults will be gone.
Are you actually going to protect that thing?
Look at it more like I'm going to try and save Nagisa.
Yeah, that's well said.
Do you realize what you're doing? It's too dangerous.
The thing is, a Monokuma isn't any more of a terrible symbol for Toko than it is for Komaru.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, Toko has been hounded by Monokumas, or by the original, but Komaru hasn't? Like, really?
Yeah.
Everything in her life has happened because of these dang Monokuma robots coming and chasing after her, so at least as far as the bad symbol is concerned, they're on the same ground, you know? I just think that's interesting. I'll shut up.
But then again, maybe we have to fight.
Huh?
Maybe a certain someone's speech actually influenced me a little. That's so unlike me.
I'll forgive you, it's fine.
But it's going to be all right. Look how far we've come already.
Yeah, you're right.
That's such a cool design.
Yeah, it's good.
If I hunt you down, Monaca will acknowledge me. She'll listen to me. She has to.
Okay, something's gonna home in on you.
We'll be creators of paradise together. The eye patch. That looks like the weak spot.
Oh, wow.
Wait for an opportunity,
Woo.
then shoot it. There's no way adults who have lived in happiness can understand children like us.
Woo!
You might need to use the Jill switch to avoid
I put in
hits.
more effort than anyone. I should be given more expectations. More!
Woo! No!
Yeah, you should use the Jill switch, because he's shooting you to pieces.
Now's your chance, Komaru. Don't mess with me.
Just,
Okay.
okay?
I was waiting to see if I could see the...
I'm on the backtrack now. Tragedy!
Expect more of me.
And then if he faces you, then just Jill again, and that way he won't...
Expect more of me.
See, because that's okay. Uh-huh, yeah, just like that.
What are you doing? Stand up straight.
And he talks about disciplinary action.
Don't look down on me.
Yeah. We will have to do it again, but...
Don't mess with me.
Oh, done already?
Demons must die. Demons must die. Demons must die. Damn it.
Props to Nagisa's voice actress. She's quite good. A lot more emotional than the other people.
Oh!
Damn adult.
I'm just saying I appreciate it. Komaru's and Toko's are good too, of
Don't look
course.
down on me.
Tragedy!
Dang!
Yeah,
So
this,
how
What a
is
cover!
it?
This is
Amazing,
actually a
right?
boss.
A+, right?
Oh, Billy, you have to use the right stick to aim.
Oh god, I'm doomed.
Don't look down on me.
Camera, could you not, please?
Don't look down on me.
Okay.
Oh!
Dang it.
So how is it? Amazing, right? A+, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Don't look down on me.
Why don't you try burn?
Monaca!
Literally, the only reason I'm saying that is because you don't have many bullets left.
Yay!
Wow. That-
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, you might be right.
No? Really?
That was still the most effort we had to put in, though.
That was still an excellent boss fight. Come on. Oh.
No second phase, huh?
I was hoping. Save him!
No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Jill, 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 Jill!
Or Kamaru.
Or nobody at all.
Looks like we're okay.
Dang. I was really hoping.
But what about that kid?
Well, let's see.
Guess you could say he wasn't expecting that.
Ugh. Now's not the time for that.
Sorry, that wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't.
What a shame.
Now's not the time! We gotta save him!
If there was nothing we could do, there was nothing we could do.
Just leave him.
Huh?
If we save this crazy-ass kid, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
So he's okay, or...
He might just be injured and so that he needs medical attention.
He probably got crushed anyway. We can't save him even if we wanted to. More importantly, take a look at this. We finally got it!
I don't really blame him for being kind of manic about actually possibly succeeding in this whole resistance thing, you know, saving the city. You kind of get full of so much relief and joy and hope, if you want. Like, it very easily could drive you crazy, but he ain't exactly painting himself in glory.
The hope. We finally got our hope.
He reaches up, pulls off his mask, and he's actually Nagito the entire time.
I was about to say, Nagito, is that you?
Oh.
All right. Let's ride this right to the enemy's HQ.
I don't want to get inside the giant Monokuma robot.
Right? On the Monokuma?
No, in the Monokuma. Also, forget what he said and go see about Nagisa.
Yeah.
If there's nothing that can be done, there's nothing that can be done.
But you should check.
Oh, don't worry. You aren't driving this time. You wouldn't be able to anyway. The only ones who can control this are me and my old man. So I've got to move this myself.
Perhaps that means that Monica's gonna nab it.
Maybe.
Now, let's begin the counterattack. Once the others see this, they'll be pumped for sure!
Actually, I think if the other adults see a giant Monokuma tromping through town, they're going to be like, oh god, we're all gonna die! Oh, joy.
Also, you know what else would be ridiculous? If Nagisa's the only one who died.
Yeah, come to think of it, Masaru and Jotaro were nabbed by the Monokuma kids, and Nagisa did say the report was that Masaru was captured by the adults.
Like, we don't know what the truth is, and the fact that we left Nagisa there without ever checking on him is kind of one of those giant flags in fiction for will come back later.
Yeah, like, until you see the body, you shouldn't assume someone has died.
I kind of feel sad about that, because it means that right now I'm perhaps losing my only chance to mourn him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh my!
The blood.
I'm sure Nagisa has been crushed by the hope of the adults by now.
A freaking guillotine?
Just as Monaca expected. It's just like I thought. He met my expectations to the letter. Now then, I should get started on the final preparations.
Is that where Byakuya is?
Now come on over here. Let's open the gates of hell with Monaca. You too, Mom and Dad.
Oh my.
The climax is gonna start soon. Your child will be born again as the successor to Junko Enoshima.
Anybody who ever makes that face needs to be hit repeatedly for their own good. Yeah, I thought so. There were way too many retries. Now the punishment is sad. We didn't meet Byakuya's expectations.
I know you're working hard, but I decide when you've worked hard enough.
See? Byakuya doesn't think that we did good enough, Billy.
I do not care what that smug a-hole thinks.
Keep doing your best, and I'll keep watching you.
Oh well.
Janky stealth mechanics, I will never forgive you. No, that actually had a lot of pretty hard parts.
Yeah.
Absolute despair, girl. And you get the throne of Junko in the background with like the thorny trees.
Instead of Ultra Despair Girls, the name of the game. And see, the Monokuma kids are cheering. What's going on? Oh, those are adults. And...
What the? Why would anybody think that this would work? Kuma punch! Kuma combination!
Kuma Rush!
Okay, I want a beam! Give me a beam at the very least! Okay, no, this is really ridiculous. Is this really a good thing?
Haha! Did you see that? Who's the boss now?
No, because now the adults are acting like the kids are.
Yeah.
The adults have justifiable grievances against the kids,
Or so they think.
who had justifiable grievances, or so they think.
Yeah,
All this is playing both sides to drive them to despair, to crush what's left of humanity.
to destroy society from the root up. Like what you said is absolutely true.
The fundamental bond between child and parent.
That's kind of what all of the notes and collectibles we've gotten have been building up to. Everyone's just gone mad. That's why I'm thinking that it would be even better if the Kuma kids are just like robot dolls.
Yeah.
Then they think they're getting revenge on something that they're not, when there was never a reason for there to need revenge to be taken in the first place.
Ultimate despair.
Yeah, by just having children slaughter adults, eventually the adults are gonna want to slaughter the kids, and
And that's how it's come. I mean, look at him!
this is not good and also very well done. This actually works quite well.
Oh, this game is so good.
Really, I'm pretty impressed. Quite thematically integrated.
As long as I control this Big Bang Monokuma, those little Monokumas are like nothing!
Okay.
Good work, you two! You guys are the saviors of this town!
Assuming he's entirely on the up and up, which I suppose he probably is,
He might be, but he has slipped past the threshold.
nothing he's saying is a lie then. He's not saying that Komaru and Toko aren't the saviors of the town, but he's fallen into madness.
Yeah.
At least what he's doing right now isn't a problem.
Greetings. I came to say my goodbyes.
Going already? But this is where the fun starts.
For real though! The real deal starts now! It's like you finally get the girl of your dreams, so now you can start wearing her underwear whenever you want!
Whenever
That
you
example was
want?
pretty clever! that shit on a calendar!
Anyway.
By the way, before I leave, there's something I should tell you.
I've been betraying you the entire time.
Oh, what? Is this it? You're finally gonna come out of the closet!
I've received word from the Monokuma kids on watch. An intruder has entered Towa City,
Really?
and they came alone.
Is it Makoto?
Well, what? I mean, it's cool if he has a hacking gun, and I mean, I'm gonna root for him, but he can't really change anything.
Yeah.
Alone? I see. Was this someone from Future Foundation?
I don't know, but I recommend caution.
Huh.
Hey! Look at that! Wow, the impact! Looks just like an action movie, meow. If this keeps up, all the children might end up getting killed.
You're in quite a good mood, despite the fact that your plan is about to be ruined.
Well, see, she's going to use the magic circle and the lives of everyone who has died to make a philosopher's stone, and... oh, wait, I think that's something else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made that joke already.
Well, I can make it too! You don't own the copyright on that joke!
I guess you're right. I really don't. Now, we have been talking as if the children were robots themselves instead of just all wearing the creepy helmet. Well, maybe. Who knows?
I kind of wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah, and like I've said before, there are interesting implications, and it's interesting regardless of which way the children work, but we just don't know exactly what it is. Just her reaction of they're all gonna get killed, you know, maybe.
Ruined? You talking about ruined? Monica's plan is totally going smoothly. Totally!
I'm wondering what Kurokuma's purpose here is.
Well, he's the advisor from the ultimate despair.
But then why is Nagito, who's also an ultimate despair, here?
Well, he's just some random guy.
But she seems to... he said he's leaving, and she's like, oh, okay. It's like, I'm pretty sure she knows he's ultimate despair?
I don't think organizations matter.
Okay.
Smoothly. You call this smoothly.
Sorry. I know you helped me out and everything, but this plan is a secret even to you.
Well, that's fine. I've been keeping secrets from you for some time as well.
By any chance, is this plan related to the successor of Junko Enoshima?
No! Zip your mouth!
Well, it does not matter what you're planning. In the end, hope shall win the day.
Huh.
So to prove your little point about hope or whatevs, you brought on the despair, huh? Well, that's just fucking stupid. It's like going to the desert to drink some tasty water.
Oh, but the person dying of thirst in the desert will enjoy that water so much more.
It's totally contradictory, right?
No, you misunderstand.
See, I don't like Nagito. Billy despises Nagito with the hatred of 1 billion burning suns.
Oh, that's putting it lightly.
But it's just in this interaction that is currently happening right now, I am so on the side of Nagito, thinking him by far the most reasonable person, the most sane person, like the person whose goals are definitely for the best. Like
I am purposefully blocking all the relevant data from my mind out of spite.
Do you suppose that it is Makoto coming in and then Nagito and Makoto are going to do the hacking gun team up?
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
In order to get rid of all the despair, you first must let it flourish. Wait until the despair has grown to its largest size, and then burn it, all the way to the roots.
What the hell does that mean?
And after that, only hope will remain. That is the world I seek.
That, in a really weird way, and I'm embarrassed for saying this, I see his point. That does kind of make sense.
Ah, great, I'm gonna have to kill you after this, aren't I?
Possibly.
There is nothing contradictory in that. Well, not that it even matters.
So you're gonna burn the crops and salt the earth, huh?
You really are amusing, Mr. Servant. Despite the fact that you know you've fallen into despair, you still fight for hope.
Well, I don't know if I'd call his hope, but you know what I mean.
Could it be from Big Sis Junko's influence? Or were you always like this?
The Nagito that we see in this game, like I've said before, is way less creepy and way more positive than the one we got in Danganronpa 2.
And that's after he became Ultimate Despair? How effed up is that?
I assume that's actually because Nagito became an extremely popular character, that he started to get less batshit insane treatment. But doesn't that mean that before he went into the program, the Neo World program, that he was
more reasonable?
He actually was a stable human being, albeit weird and sinister.
I guess you're right.
But like stripped of some of his life's experiences, just some of them, mind you, he
reverted
to this awful sort of person. Does that mean that Nagito had actually grown and then, like, regressed when he was in the Neo World program?
Oh my god, that makes sense.
Isn't that actually even kind of sad?
Yeah, and that's as far as I'm going to feel any sympathy for him.
I'm not saying Nagito's a good guy.
Nor should you.
But it means the wacko creepy ultimate despair Nagito with Junko Enoshima's left hand that we see standing on the screen is, like, maybe for real?
No, I see what you're saying.
Like, he's really trying to accomplish his goals, which, if you only look at the end result, actually are good, and if you look at the means by which he's done them in the context of this game, what's the problem with him? He didn't do anything wrong, but that means that when reverted, at his core, he was a terrible, insane human being.
Of course, only Nagito, after experiencing Junko Enoshima, would become more stable.
Just weird.
Who cares, Monica? Just let this chump exit stage left already!
Yes, please.
There's something way more fun and refreshing waiting for you.
But you know what's not waiting for you? Merchandising and, like, product sales, okay? Because people are gonna buy figures and merch of Nagito, but not of either of you. You know it's true.
Yep, that's right. I'm really looking forward to it. Just how will the world look through the eyes of the successor?
Oh, she's gonna put her eyes in.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
Monica, you're so into it! Your heart resonates. Hot enough to burn.
I'm gonna give you a hint. You wanna know how it's gonna look through the eyes of the successor? It ain't gonna look like anything at all. Just complete darkness. Utter nothingness.
Thank you, Kurokuma, for giving Monica such a splendid plan.
Because she's dead. Her eyes don't work anymore.
Yeah!
What did you think was gonna happen?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute?
In Danganronpa 2, what was Junko's plan? To download herself onto the ultimate despair.
Oh!
What if that's what Monica's going to try and do?
But that's probably it. Then we get surprise Junko yet again.
Come on!
So it's not really a surprise, and we get to experience the glorious hope of shooting the crap out of her stupid robot body.
Ooh! I hadn't thought about the plus to that.
Yeah, stop it. Your little hill's up against my body.
Can we not?
Are you pushing those little buds on me? You doing this on purpose, Monica? Monica!
I hate you.
Thank you for the hard work, Mr. Servant. I'm sure we will not see each other ever again.
I agree.
Well, now what? Like I said, he hasn't done anything
Mr. Hyde,
bad
we're all
yet.
here, sir. Good.
I hope he doesn't.
Thank you.
And now the adults are armed with crowbars and bats and pipes
And determination.
Everyone, hear me out.
And hate.
Yeah.
I mean, justifiable hate.
First off, I gotta apologize to you guys. The reason I was always down in that base wasn't because I was waiting for an opportunity. That was just an excuse. Really? I was just scared shitless by those kids. Makes me a pretty bad leader. But then, someone snapped me out of it. Those two girls over there. Neither kids nor adults.
Hi.
Thanks to them, I've finally woken up. No matter how scared you are, if you want a hopeful future, sometimes you gotta fight for one. So never again. Never are we gonna hide and cower and lose what we care about.
Like our kids! Wait.
Now it's time to stand up. With our hands, we are gonna take back this city.
In all likelihood, everyone here no longer has anyone important to them.
Yeah.
We have the power now. With Big Bang Monokuma, we can do this. So listen up. Teach those deranged kids who really runs this town. Towa City. Our home. Our town.
I mean, it's not about getting revenge on the kids. It's about getting rid of the Warriors of Hope and taking care of the underlying problem that made all this happen.
Things are turning for the worse.
But there's still, like, hordes and hordes of Monokuma robots. Like, that's not wrong.
Right.
But, like, let's go murder all the children. Okay.
You kind of lost me there, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it better if the adults are a little more calm?
Are you kidding? Mobs throughout history have never done anything foolish.
We're just gonna move along now.
Probably, but we can't just tell this group to keep level heads. They'd turn on us.
Yo, got a sec? Shiroro wants to talk to you guys. Right away.
Shirokuma, good timing. There's something we have to talk about too. So you guys are worried too, right? It'd be bad if the adults attack the kids, riled up like this. You think so too? Aiji seems like he's holding a grudge. Not just against the Monokumas, but the children too.
Right. Holding a grudge against the Warriors of Hope, that's one thing. Holding a grudge against the Monokumas that have been running around doing the murdering, that's another, like, that's also the same thing. But it's the next step of the children that's the problem.
Yeah.
If they end up fighting like this, both the kids and adults will end up killing each other.
I'm actually kind of impressed. It's a really good plan. The plan was always for this to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Killing?
Why did it end up like this? I mean, didn't you want the adults to fight back too?
And that, good sir, is why Nagito helped Komaru. Because by fighting back against the Warriors of Hope, he showed the adults that they can be defeated and help shake Haiji out of his stupor.
You're saying that Nagito is to blame for Haiji going berserk?
Well, if Toko and Komaru weren't capable of defeating Monokuma robots, he wouldn't have thought to take them to the factory and start all this. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, fair point.
I'm just trying to blame Nagito.
I know that's what you mean, but I'm not going to lie. It sounds to me like everything you said was actually praising him. You have perhaps made a grave error, Billy.
Oh, no.
Well, just like you, I didn't know that Haiji had that kind of weapon. The reason I tried to motivate them was to give them the power to protect themselves. A Big Bang Monokuma isn't about protection. It has the power to destroy.
I don't buy it, but whatever.
If the adults and kids fight one another with the power to destroy, the damage would be terrible.
Now, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Hey, is there anything we could do to maybe calm them down a little?
If the adults don't have a weapon, they can't fight against the killer robots. So don't blame them for that.
Yeah.
Blame them for going berserk, sure, but don't blame them for using the only weapon they have.
Yeah.
The way they are now, I doubt it.
We don't have to be afraid anymore! We might lose our lives. We might take lives. But either way, We will not be afraid anymore!
Well said, actually. That's the problem. From their perspective, with the knowledge that they have, I mean, not like we have really that much more. We only just have suspicions. But regardless of that, with the knowledge they have, everything they're doing is reasonable, and everything that Haiji is saying is actually pretty admirable. That's why it's despair.
Right!
Just like Nagisa and expectations, it's turning something that normally should be a positive
into a negative.
And oh my god, are you telling me that Ultra Despair Girls actually gives a kind of concrete, well thought out, multifaceted definition of despair and example of it in the context of Danganronpa? What madness! well done! The details of this, maybe not the emotions of it, but the details of it are actually sucking me into the Dangan concept more than the other games. Wow.
Today, we make the memorial of our victory! We make the memorial of the kids' defeat!
It's hard to believe these are the same adults that were so scared earlier. They want blood.
They always did!
Yeah!
The moment they saw that stupid huge Monokuma, their eyes lit up. Yeah, maybe it is their last hope. But maybe it's far too big of a hope.
Huh.
There's no way they'd listen to us if we told them to go easy because they're just kids.
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
It's already escalated past that point.
Shirokuma, do you have any ideas? There is one.
Well then, hurry up and say it!
The Monokumas running amok in town aren't moving on their own like me. There must be a device somewhere giving them orders.
If you actually shut down all the threats,
then they won't have an excuse to use their weapon.
Of course, we were always going to have to do this.
Somewhere. I would guess that the controller is at Toa Hills, the kids' HQ.
All we have to do is beat everyone by ourselves.
Well, how's that any different?
Yeah, we were always going to have to do that.
If we get to Toa Hills before the battle gets out of hand and destroy that device...
Yep. The Monokumas will stop functioning all at once, and the kids will no longer have an army. If you guys do that, I'm sure you can prevent the fight between adults and children.
Yeah, it's not like they're a group of fanatics who would attack defenseless children.
Well, it depends on how riled up they get, to be perfectly honest.
I bet they probably would if the Monokumas were around. But if they weren't,
okay.
Then it's they are in fact not a threat. Hurt them, maybe even kill a few, yeah, probably going to happen. But attempt to massacre them all?
Yeah, you're probably
no. But if the kids stand against them with an army of killer death robots that have murdered virtually everybody in the city and certainly every loved one that all the people standing here have ever cared about, you know what? Yeah, they probably are in fact going to massacre everything standing in their way if they have the potential to do that, yes.
I hope.
But who's going to do it? It sounds really dangerous.
Coco, just stop lying to yourself. Go with us.
About that.
Oh, you better not tell us to do it. Sneaking into heavily guarded enemy territory to look for a device that's who knows where? That's just begging to get killed.
But when the Big Bang Monokuma starts attacking, the Monokumas will be busy dealing with that.
You know what we should have done? We should have picked him up another body while we were in the factory.
You know what? That was a good point. Even better, let's wire him into the Big Bang Monokuma.
That'd be fine too, yeah. That'd be great.
If you use that as a distraction, it won't be impossible to break into Toa Hills.
But then you have to do it fast enough before things get out of hand.
Well, presumably there will not be a timer on the entire level.
Whether it's possible or not isn't the problem. Why do we have to be the ones to risk our lives?
Complain about it all you like, but do it nonetheless.
Well, because they're capable, that's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind if they complain, but they still have to do it.
But in order to save Byakuya, we have to go to Toa Hills anyway, right?
Yeah, but a device used to control Monokumas is obviously going to be well guarded. No matter what the plan is, it's just not possible.
The only things that have actually gotten in our way have been janky stealth during the puzzles.
Oh, but now we're doing an infiltration mission.
Well, who cares if they see us? We'll just blow up the things that see us.
I I know I'm asking you for a lot, but you two are the only ones I can rely on anymore. I beg you. You guys are the only ones who can save this town.
Save this town? What do you mean? That's not what we're in this for.
That's fine.
We're not heroes or anything, you know? Why put us in that situation?
Wait, Toko. I'll try.
Hey! What are you saying?
I know it's dangerous, but even then, I can't just leave it like this.
If she were to walk away, Komaru would regret it for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
I know I'd regret it later on.
Bam!
We've been calling the script pretty well.
Yeah, we kind of have been lately, yeah.
Maybe you want to be like your brother? You admire him?
Well, it doesn't matter if the answer is yes or no.
It's not like that.
So it's definitely like that. I knew it. You have a brother complex.
No, seriously, it's not. Komaru, you've grown. I'm so glad to see you like this.
That's what's been bothering me.
Huh?
Watching this new you. For some reason, it concerns me. I don't know.
Indeed. Maybe she's worried that Komaru is going to keep on taking on more and more and more dangerous responsibilities and ultimately get herself killed without, like, a sense of caution or something.
Don't worry. I'll be just fine. After all, I have a reliable friend named Toko.
Who is cynical and, I'm not going to say cowardly, but always wary of danger.
Yeah. When Monaca was talking about the successor to Big Sis Enoshima, for a while I thought maybe they were talking about Komaru. Like, build her up, and then at the very end, do something so terrible and horrible that it makes her fall to despair to be a replacement Big Sis.
Huh, that's pretty interesting. I don't expect that that is going to happen.
Me either, especially with what Monica's been saying.
But that's a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, but...
It's also very consistent with Nagito, isn't it? And kind of the way he's been behaving?
Yeah.
So, it's the final hour. What are you guys gonna do?
Fine. You want me to go, right? Happy? Jeez. Like I even have a choice.
Just come along, continue complaining and moaning about everything, and watch your back.
However, the objective is rescuing Master. Everything else is secondary.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, you two. Thank you so much.
And if we just happen to destroy the Monokuma control device while we're rescuing Byakuya, that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, why not?
Looks like it's about to begin.
Ugh.
Oh, it does work, does it?
Woo!
Uh-huh. This is what the Warriors of Hope were cultivating. Or Monaca, at least.
We should hurry.
There was an upside-down M in the cockpit. That stands for Monaca, right?
Master, if our plan succeeds, catch me in your open arms, Master!
Okay, this is pretty awesome, though. You think it's gonna be the last boss? It wouldn't be Haiji if it is, but...
Maybe there will be a weapon to surpass Big Bang Monokuma.
You know what would be cool is using one of the Warriors of Hope robots to fight Big Bang Monokuma.
You know what would be even cooler? If the Warriors of Hope all allied with us and used their robots simultaneously.
Yeah, that actually would be cool. I mean, their robots are gone, but...
I'm sure they... I really wouldn't bat an eye if they showed up with new ones, frankly.
Oh yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, hopefully, it will be...
You said hope.
You know what? I'm not even going to say anything else now. Take your hope and take your despair and...
Yeah, go on. I believe in you. You can do it.
I don't know, man. I'm out. I got nothing left.